Hi, I'm Brent May. My wife Erin and I help people buy property in Mexico, and more specifically the state of Oaxaca. Thank you for joining me for the Viewpoint presentation. Viewpoint is located right at the center of the Oaxaca coast. In this 35-minute presentation, you will learn more about Viewpoint the development, its tranquil surrounding area, the purchase process, and some of my own experiences from living down there last winter. Viewpoint is located in Puerto Angel. Puerto Angel was originally used as a port for coffee growers. The full-time population is roughly 5 to 6,000 people. It is a very tranquil beach town. The National Turtle Center is located in a nearby community of Mazunte. The Huatuco area was awarded a Green Globe, third in the entire world and first in all of the Americas to win this very prestigious environmental award. Puerto Angel has a university by the sea. It can be seen right from the Viewpoint condo. You may also speak Spanish or take Spanish classes in the area. Drawing your attention to the map of Mexico in the right corner, notice Puerto Angel highlighted with an orange star and Huatuco to the east, both located in the state of Oaxaca. Being so far south, we are almost equatorial and benefit from very consistent climate. The area boasts 340 days of sun and an average daily temperature of 28 degrees Celsius year-round. Clear blue sunny skies, and I will attest from living there, there is literally no rain the entire winter season. On the more detailed map, notice 3 purple stars. Huatuco, the hotel resort area in the east on the right, 20 minutes to the left, the west, the newly expanded Huatuco International Airport, and only 45 minutes from the Huatuco International Airport is Puerto Angel, where the Viewpoint condo is located. It is important to know the infrastructure going into Oaxaca State. The pictures on the left illustrate the 26 million US dollar airport expansion that is near completion. This airport expansion continues to bring new flights to keep up with the demand of this desired area in Mexico. Notice on the picture at the bottom right, which illustrates the 420 million US dollar highway project that is well underway. Literally moving mountains, the state straightens and twins Highway 200. This highway project benefits Oaxaca in numerous ways. The area continues to be sought after by prestigious hotels. The existing Dreams and newly opened Secrets in the December 2011 and upcoming Riu resorts still being built. These high-end hotel chains recognize the sound investment in the area. Fonatour is a government agency designed to provide infrastructure, growth, and development in certain areas in Mexico. Fonatour is also responsible for other areas you may be familiar with, such as Cabo San Lucas, Cancun, Ixtapa, and Laredo. Fonatour's focus is now on the Huatuco area. They have spent over $900 million in this area. We are quite pleased to have Fonatour in the Huatuco area. Viewpoint at Puerto Angel is at the center of the Oaxaca coast. You notice 4 centers here. The highway goes from Bahia de Huatuco in the east to the hip surfing town of Puerto Escondido in the west, passing right by Viewpoint at Puerto Angel. Outside of Puerto Escondido, the highway will travel up to the state capital, Oaxaca City. Travel times will decrease. The already acceptable 45-minute drive is expected to be cut down to 30 minutes from the international airport to Viewpoint. The new highway is expected to boost tourism and increase property value along the coast. Airport travel. Sunwing.ca has been a standard way to get down from Canada direct to Watuco. They offer flights from almost every major Canadian city: Vancouver, Edmonton, Calgary, Regina, Saskatoon, Winnipeg, Toronto, and now Montreal. Air Transit has recently got in the game this year, and they have flights starting December 24th from both Edmonton and Calgary direct to Watuco. Air Canada has also stepped up to the plate. They announced flights this year from Toronto starting December 22nd, Saturdays, down direct to Watuco International Airport. You may also get to Watuco through with Air Continental and United. They fly during the winter season as well as in the off season. From the US, you may reach Watuco direct from Chicago with Apple Vacations. You may reach Watuco direct from Minneapolis with Sun Country Airlines. Also, 5 days a week starting December 15th, you can fly from Houston direct to the Watuco International Airport. We also have flights coming from Europe. Air France, Manchester, England are just a couple to mention. The beaches of Puerto Angel. You literally have a less than a 10-minute walk from the Viewpoint condo to get down to the town center and the two very beautiful beaches. Along these beaches, you'll find very authentic Mexican beachfront restaurants. You'll be able to chill out, have a cold Corona, have some fresh, delicious seafood, your favorite Mexican fare. There's oceanfront scenery to take in, as well as mini tours. My friend Chepe at Cordelia's will help you set up a snorkel tour, whale watching tours, scuba diving and certification. My wife and I personally like to take our paddle boards down to the bay and cruise around. There's definitely lots going on and lots to do. The town Puerto Angel itself is a very authentic, safe Mexican town. You will not find a Starbucks and you will not find a McDonald's, but you will find all the amenities you need. There's plenty of shops that will accommodate your needs. Grocery stores, fire roasted chickens, a butcher, clinics, pharmacy. There's 2 doctors. We have a hospital nearby, only 10 minutes away in Pachula. There's an ATM. Shops you can buy Mexican clothing and trinkets at, and much more. Of course, do not forget the fresh fruit, vegetables you can find in the local markets, and fresh fish caught daily. I truly enjoyed going down first thing in the morning, meeting the fishermen, buying a very inexpensive fish, and having fresh fish that night for dinner. Now, some of the features: Viewpoint located, a beautiful shot there, located on that rock peninsula, 40 meters above the ocean, so you can just imagine the views from your private terrace. You have unobstructed ocean views. The front of the condo faces due south, so whether you're looking out east or looking out west, both are phenomenal views. I can make an argument for having a suite on either side. The picture on the right, you notice the Viewpoint Pool. I've called it the View Pool. It is large enough to swim some links. There's also a kid-friendly end down on the far side. I truly love coming down on my coffee breaks or days off and cooling off in the pool, hanging my arms out over the edge and gazing out in the ocean, watching the ocean life swim by. We have 2 pergolas, a barbecue area. The barbecue area is a wet bar as well as a table there. I'll just say at this note, you are allowed to have barbecues on your terraces, but if you choose not to, you can always come down and use the common barbecue area. With the purchase of the condo, you also receive a designated parking stall. Now here's 3 of my favorite shots of the exterior at Viewpoint. Looking at the top left picture, This is a shot looking at the west side. It was taken later in the day, so we had some real nice warm light. Look at the how commanding Viewpoint is, how predominant it is. The architect who designed it for this specific location had a vision of it being like a cruise ship, and I'm sure you can see the similarities there. Drawing your attention to the bottom left picture, you see Viewpoint circled in red. Now this really demonstrates how whether you're facing east or west, you have phenomenal views either way. You do not have to worry about another development being built in front of your building, stealing your view. That just will not happen here. Whales pass by almost every day, and usually they pass by out in the point and we watch them, but on occasion they'll come right into these bays right beside us like they're putting on a show just for us. It's absolutely spectacular. Now looking at the picture on the right, again you see Viewpoint circled in red. You'll notice above the beaches, Playa Panteon and Playa Principal. This bay is a very calm bay. Because of the Horseshoe Bay, it's very well protected from the ocean. And because of that, it's a very family-orientated, peaceful bay. I said I like to do my wife and I like to paddleboard down there, kayak. You'll see lots of families swimming. I know some local Canadians that bring their kids over to this bay. They have their own beach, but they'll come here just because it's so calm and tranquil. And you can literally walk right down into the town center, like I said, under 10 minutes. So often people think it's a little further than that, but truly 10 minutes you can get down there. One other item I like to point out is although Viewpoint is so predominant on the rock cliff and it can be seen from the water quite easily, when you're right in the village, when you're right on those beaches, you actually cannot see the Viewpoint condos. So we are able to remain a little bit reclusive. No, the consistent hot temperatures and the miles of very beautiful and very accessible beaches are two of the reasons people travel to this area. Zipolite is a very famous beach, and I'll just show you here with the coastline. Zipolite is up here, so you can see it in relation to where it is from the condo. It's only about a 10-minute drive. Drawing your attention over to the picture on the right, that's another shot of Zipolite. It's a great beach for walking. There's great restaurants along this beach. I love Mexican food, but I don't want to eat it every day. And the great thing is there's many Italians that have settled in this area. So what that means is authentic homemade Italian pasta, homemade Italian sauces, and authentic fire roasted pizzas. Some of my favorite restaurants are only 10 minutes away at this great beach, Zipolite. Looking past Zipolite is an area called San Agustinillo. There's three beautiful beaches that make up that area. Again, more restaurants, very popular expat area. Looking past that is an area called Mazunte. Mazunte is where the National Turtle Center is. Now this point here is actually the most southern point in the state of Oaxaca, and you can enjoy watching both the sunrise and the sunset on the ocean every day of the year from that point. Something I thought was pretty neat, being a Western Canadian, I typically used to seeing the sunset on the water, but here you can do it both. From Viewpoint itself, you can always see the sunrise on the water, and about 3 months of the year you can see it set on the water as well. So past Mazunte and the most southern point is an area called Ventanilla, and it's known mostly for its ecotourism, mangrove tours, the turtle sanctuaries there. My wife and I had the pleasure of releasing baby turtles into the ocean, which was just a fabulous experience. From Ventanilla, you can literally walk on beach all the way to Puerto Escondido. So there's nothing else but sand and water. Now coming back to the first picture here, Viewpoint circled in red, those beaches we mentioned were all to the west. If we're going to travel to the east, Estacauite is only about a 5 minute drive from the Viewpoint Condo, La Mina and La Boquilla. These are all very popular snorkeling areas. La Boquilla itself has a fabulous restaurant. Maria's the great chef there, and it's a little bit harder to get to by road, so we arrange water taxis, sunset boat rides, or lunchtime to go over there and enjoy her cooking. Lamina, there's some great cliff diving there, so definitely lots to do from the Viewpoint condo. The beaches are amazing. My wife and I went out and explored a new beach every day when we first got down there. Estacauite, I was on the far end of Estacauite, and we literally did not see a person for almost the entire day of hanging out there. Every time I raised my hand, there was a Mexican lady who brought me out a Corona. I'm not really even sure where she was getting them from, but she definitely was bringing them out, and they were cold, so I appreciated it. Now, San Agustinillo, the beach I mentioned earlier, it's only about 15 minutes drive from the Viewpoint condo. Here you'll experience more great restaurants, Mexican, seafood, French, Italian, some great choices. As I mentioned, very popular with the expats. There's kind of a cobblestone street, little boutique hotels popping up. The three beaches, there's two surf breaks there. You can rent out surfboards and bodyboards to enjoy some time there. You'll notice how clear blue the water is. You can literally see the rocks below the water and the sand. The beach on the left is a little calmer, so it's more noted for snorkeling there. Now here, Mazunte on the top, as I mentioned before. Mazunte is where the National Turtle Center is. There's also an all-natural cosmetics shop funded by the Body Shop there. They make the products right on site. Great little bakery and coffee shop we enjoy. And again, more restaurants. It's known for this skim surfing competitions at Mazunte. I just like to say here, we did not clear everyone off the beaches to take these pictures. Literally, there's that much room, space. You don't have to worry about sand being kicked on your towel when you're coming here. The two shots on the bottom of this slide are a Zipolite. Again, this is only 10 minutes away. A large 2.5 kilometer beach, excellent for walking. Known for many of my favorite great restaurants. And Zipolite is also known for its massive thundering waves. It's not an excellent swimming beach. You can go in the water, but you just want to be aware because there are some strong currents and rip tides there. So you always want to be aware of the ocean wherever you are and every day. It's a little different every day. Now bringing us back to the Viewpoint condo, here's a great 3D rendering. The building itself has 34 units. And out of those 34 units, we actually had 11 different floor plans. So there's a lot of uniqueness to the building. So make sure you check out the huge deal sales release released this year. If you don't know where to find it, just email me and I'll send it off to you. We have 10 units remaining this season. Out of those 10 units, there's 6 different floor plans. This particular one is our kind of our flagship 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 2 terrace. You're under 1,200 square feet, very spacious rooms. We also have 3 other 2 bedroom floor plans to choose from, 2 of them being a penthouse, the other being a very large 2 bedroom with a massive balcony on it. This shot is our rendering of our 3 bedroom. It's 1,701 square feet, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, and 3 terrace. Very nice open rooms. We also have another 3 bedroom that's a 2 story. It's on pool level access, so very spacious rooms in that one as well. So definitely lots of variety to choose from. Now here is our interior shots. Looking out those windows, floor to ceiling glass to help you optimize your views. Make sure you don't miss the sea life passing by. Granite is throughout your kitchens, your bathrooms all have granite. We have a stainless steel appliance package, fridge, stove, cooktop, dishwasher, hood fan, microwave, and even a carburetor all come standard. A few different flooring options. We have marble floor with a stone inlay, and we also have some ceramic tile options. These shots also give you an idea of the furniture we offer. Casa Bonita, Eric, and Antonio are fantastic to work with, our designers, and they'll help you customize your own unit. Just so you know, we have in that huge deal sales release 3 units that can be moved into today that are furnished. We found with our clientele and maybe just people in general, we were finishing units on the way and people were changing things after we'd already completed them. So we've left the remainder 7 of our units about 75 to 80% complete. That way you still have some choice. You can choose your granite in them, you can choose your tile backsplashes, and so on. Now this slide here is a bit of a bedroom bathroom slide. Look out, we got 3 different views. So imagine waking up and rolling over and looking out your window to that every morning. Not hard to have a great day when you get to wake up to that view. Draw your attention to the top right picture. This is one of our very unique custom units. It is sold now, but I like to draw your attention there because it's a 2-story unit and on the ground floor, so that's actually a suite from the basement. So I just like to illustrate that no matter where you are in the Viewpoint condo, first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor, even in the basement, you can enjoy fabulous views. You get an idea from these pictures again about furniture. We have some nice rattan choices, which is the woven banana leaves, wood, wrought iron, whatever you like. Casa Bonita can help you out. The center picture shows you the shower. We have seamless glass showers as standard. There's also glass block options you can choose from. Above counter sinks are standard, and so are dual flushing toilets. Now here, top picture shows you the little barbecue area we have, wet bar, place you can have a snack while enjoying time around the pool. The bottom picture just shows you how large that pool is. Definitely large enough to accommodate all of our owners, and the large pergola for keeping out of that sun when you're enjoying reading books and gazing out at the ocean sea life passing by. So some FAQs. Condo fees are always a question people have. In our study, we originally estimated the condo fees to be about $300 per month, and we were quite happy that's where we came in at. That's for our under 1,200 square foot model. If you do buy a larger unit, they are based off per square foot, so they can increase with time. Our condo fees are in pesos, and we can talk more about how they're taken care of here in the short future. First, what do they include? 24-hour gated security is included in your condo fees. Property tax for the building and area is included. There is an additional unit property tax, but it's very inexpensive. For my 1,450 square foot penthouse, I paid under $300 for the entire year for property tax, so very inexpensive. All of your exterior maintenance is included, pool maintenance, landscaping, painting. Some items that typically aren't included in a condo association is Canadian satellite TV. We also have high-speed internet. All of your hot and cold water is included, as well as your wastewater. Insurance for the entire building is included, and if you do want to purchase additional insurance, I can help you with that for your contents. Common area laundry is included, and these are not coin machines. There's 4 washers and 4 dryers. We've also included an above and beyond interior maintenance package. Now what this means is we'll go into your unit once a month when you're back home. We'll clean it, clean the floors, clean the granite. We'll run your air conditioner for a full hour once a month. We'll go into your bathrooms, your kitchen, run your faucets, flush your toilets, run your showers, because that primes your plumbing P-traps, and that way they don't evaporate and you do not get any sewer gas into your units. We'll also go out onto your terraces, wipe the salt brine off the wood, we'll oil the railings, we'll paint the steel parts of the railings. We do all this so it gives you some peace of mind. You know your investment's being well taken care of while you're not there and helping it last long into the future. We also have a growing reserve fund monthly. Something that's not included on this list is Rebecca, our office administrator. She helps run and hold the building together. So basically, how it all works is you have an account with Rebecca, and she bills you every 3 months for your condo fees. At that time, you'll also get a bill maybe for your electricity. If you've booked any extra cleanings to the account, you'll get billed for that. If there's any property tax time. So basically, we really give you peace of mind and take a lot of the worry out as you only have to pay every 3 months to your account, and Rebecca does the rest. She pays your taxes on your behalf, pays your electricity bill on your behalf. So it really makes it simple that you do not have to worry about these items when you're back home. Green initiatives. As mentioned, the Watuco area was awarded a Green Globe Award. Although we're not part of that Green Globe area, we do have that line of thinking. So we do have solar heated hot water. You'll notice the solar panels on the roof at Viewpoint. We also have dual flushing toilets. If you're not familiar with that, it's a lower volume flush of water for number one and a larger volume of water for number two. We also have sensor lighting in the common areas and stairwells. This helps us save on electricity. We have properly managed wastewater. And we have also implemented both recycle and reuse programs, and I'll be happy to tell you more about that. Now, rental revenue, it's on the top of some people's minds. We do have vacation rental managers, which is my wife manages that part of it. MexicoVacationRental.org is our website. We are rated as excellent on TripAdvisor and Flipkey. Some initiatives we started are the grocery fridge and cupboard stocking service. We also bring on masseuses and bring you some of that all-inclusive type, I guess, flavor that you maybe wouldn't get in a condo. So we help owners and renters get around to some of the hidden gem restaurants we've found and so on. Now, I just want to say you are under no obligation to rent your unit. Only about 5% of our owners currently do rent their units. We'll receive in ranges of about $800 to $1,500 a week in high and peak seasons. And we're happy to help you out there. We do want to say that we recognize that everyone in this area has purchased with peace and quiet in mind, and it's not our idea to try and turn this place into a hotel. We are just helping some owners cut some costs and pay a few bills, and that's what our goal is just to help them with their condo fees. So we do definitely take into consideration why people have purchased here. Now, the purchase process, although you're not in the purchase process, you are taking a step towards it by watching this presentation. From here, if you like everything you see, I invite you to come down on what we call a stay and play. For only $250, you can get your own private suite for an entire week. You can also come down just for a site visit, stay in a resort in Watuco and come down for a day. That is another option. The stay and play was designed so prospective buyers could come down and make sure the area was right for them. Gives you a really good chance to try out the development, get a feel for some of the very hospitable local people, go to the beaches, go to the restaurants, and that's what we want. We're happy to offer to tour you around and take you to those restaurants and beaches, but we're there to spend as little or as much time as you want. We really want your own Mexico experience to be how you want to experience it. I'm a very low-key, low-pressure salesperson, a good old Saskatchewan boy, and I just want you to come out and try it all out. Once you're at the property, we're happy to tour you through the different units, all of them, or some specific ones that you have in mind. Go through them. We can do it all in one day. We can spread them out throughout the week. Pick out your favorite unit, and all you got to do there is just enjoy the rest of the good life. Make sure you're aware of the available promotions we have in our huge deal sales release. We have some unique promotions that are different every month. So make sure you're up on that when you're coming down. Once you have your unit picked out, we'll review the purchase contract. The contract is both in Spanish and English, so it is very easy to read. I'm happy to allow you to take it back to your room to read through, or I can go through it with you. At that time, we'll go up to the unit you picked. Make sure you have all of your wants and needs written into the contract, and from there we sign off. Once you go home, or from Mexico, it can be done either way. We take your initial deposit. Once we take your deposit, we initiate the legal process. And if you're buying a unit that's not quite 100% complete, we'll start to finish that. We typically can finish any unit in about 3 to 4 weeks. So we get that going, the legal process. We have a Mexican lawyer who lives in Canada, and we can recommend him to you to help you with the legal process. He does not work for us, and you're not obligated to use him, but it is a definitely added bonus to use. He helps orchestrate your paperwork. We also deal directly with the notary in Puerto Escondido. This process, although it is a little different than that in Canada, and the only way I'll say is it's just not quite as fast. It takes a little more time, but it does get done. We've done it with 24 owners at Viewpoint already, and we can definitely do it with you. Once your unit's finished or ready, you will make your final possession payment, and then you're free to use your unit at any time. Again, it's a little bit different, but it actually works out really nice. You can come down, stay in your unit, and then sign your paperwork at Puerto Escondido and receive full title to your new dream vacation home. We offer full title, which is called fideicomiso, through the Bank of Nova Scotia. And it's a large booklet you'll get with all of the paperwork. So at this point, I usually am asked, is it safe to buy property in Mexico? The answer is absolutely yes. Thousands and thousands of people buy property there every year. Big corporations invest, such as Bombardier, Four Seasons, and Fairmont. The other thing I really like is that Mexico is still part of North America. So we have tight diplomatic relations, Canada, the US, part of NAFTA, and the free trade agreement. So to me, that gives me a little more peace of mind. As you're going through the process, make sure to do your due diligence. Come ask me all the questions you have. I'm more than happy to answer them for you. I will say whether you buy with us or you buy with someone else, make sure you're looking out for people that have privatized land. Privatized land is the only way a foreigner can have an undisputed land title in Mexico within 50 kilometers of the coast. So in summary, I just wanted to thank you for taking your time to watch this presentation. If you do purchase with us, it's all in Canadian currency, so it goes right from your Canadian bank account to our Canadian bank account. The contracts are both in English and Spanish, very easy to read. Our condo association is all Canadian run. We have all Canadian owners thus far, and the developer, sales, and marketing team are all Canadians as well. Now, this is definitely one of a kind location. I can honestly say these pictures do not do it justice. Until you walk out onto that point, throw your arms out beside you, and spin around and look at those 300-degree views of the ocean, it is just breathtaking. The building, hanging off your terrace, looking down at the mesmerizing ocean crashing against the water, it's just phenomenal. Now, the development itself isn't the only one-of-a-kind location I'm referring to here. It's also the area. I'm a Mexico lover through and through. I've traveled up and down the East Coast and the West Coast and found a lot of fantastic spots. but nowhere can I compare to Oaxaca State, where you have such consistent warm temperatures with no rain. You're guaranteed what you want, great weather. Also, the very many plentiful, very accessible beaches in the area, the very hospitable people, the great food. It all just boils down to what a perfect place. With what's going on in the area, we have fantastic pricing on units. I don't think you'll find a better value anywhere. It's really hard for me to find direct comparables because there's nowhere else that has this dramatic of views. With the $420 million highway project well underway, the $26 million airport expansion bringing new flights, and Green Globe with environmental consciousness helping keep the water's nice and blue and the beaches nice and white. To me, it's just a no-brainer. Price is right, infrastructure's going in. The time is now. It is time to buy. So come on down. My wife and Aaron and I love people. We'll definitely show you a good time and show you why we chose to own Mexico right here at the Viewpoint condo. Little perks like Canadian satellite TV. It's a great way to stay in touch with what's going on at home. Skype is another way to keep in communication, as well as a Magic Jack. If you've heard of a Magic Jack before, you can have a local Canadian number that your friends and family can call you on down there. So please call me on my Magic Jack. The number is 587-329-2100. That's 587-329-2100. Or you can email me at brent.may@ownmexico.org. Definitely check out our website again. Make sure that you check your emails, the huge deal sales release, www.ownmexico.org. We're definitely looking forward to selling the remainder of our units this year. You can get in for full ownership, full title, starting at 209,000 Canadian. 2 bedrooms. We got 3 bedrooms and some penthouse suites still available. So thank you again for attending the Viewpoint presentation. Looking forward to seeing you down in paradise. Cheers.